What is going on, everyone? Welcome back to another Best Bet show. We have Giants and Steelers for this hopefully not horrible Monday Night Football game. The boys are back. Austin's props and Alex Caruso. Austin, a little dark in that room right now, but how the hell are you doing, brother?
Yeah, a little dark in here. The setup's coming along though. I'm having a great weekend. I can't lie. Sunday we started off amazing, 6-0, and then lost 3 in a row, so I had to come back down. But still, nonetheless, I'll always be happy over profit. Today, I like the game actually more than most. I'm not spraying the board, but I do kind of have some leans here, so I'm interested to talk to you fellas about it. Caruso, my man, how you doing?
I'm feeling a lot better than your setup is right now. It's been coming along, but it's been the same for the last 3 years. So I'm excited to see an update. That being said, any day with football is a good day. I love this game. I think I have at least 4 plays today that I think are absolute nukes. I would not be shocked if you see a 5-0 sweep on my page at the end of the night. This is one of my favorite primetime games all year for betting.
Okay.
I mean, goddamn, I should have set the tone a little higher this morning. I actually think I'm going to sweep tonight too, guys. I think it's going to be a great game. No, I'm just kidding. I have 2 plays, maybe a third. I am a Giants fan, though, so I guess I'm a little more depressed than usual every morning when I wake up for these games. I get it. I'm out here like rooting for Jalen Hurts and the Eagles sometimes. That's how bad it is. Never the Cowboys. Honestly, probably never the Eagles either, but something about Saquon kind of makes me feel a little attached. But you know what? It's Giants and Steelers. I'm happy Russell Wilson's playing because if he wasn't, this would be an even uglier game. And if you don't agree with that, I don't respect your opinion. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm not gonna front about it. Russell Wilson should be the starter, as proven by their victory last time. I don't care what you guys have to say. We have a 6-point spread now, opened up at 4. Now it's -6. I'm assuming because Russell Wilson's starting, you get 2 points better than Justin Fields. That's just my 2 cents, and you get a over under that was at 42.5 at open and has now gone down to 36.5, which I think is extremely low. I kind of lean the over here, but it's hard for me to trust Daniel Jones to put points on the board, but something feels like this could be a little over 36.5. So I lean the over. I think the spread's a little too high at 6. I might leave that alone. I'm on the over. Austin, where do you see this game going? Do you like an over or an under?
I'm happy you said that, Chucks, because I'm the same boat, man. I'm hammering the over tonight. I think 36.5, man. Like you said, Wilson, the offense looked pretty damn good with. I'm interested to see what Jones does today. Obviously, he got benched last week. I almost played Jones's over 188 pass yards. I just obviously couldn't because he might get benched if poor performance hits again. But man, 36.5 is low. We see it every time the Steelers are on primetime. Everyone hammers the under. Eventually, one of these they're soaring over. Why not today? 36.5 just feels like a spot that we could see this pretty damn easy. What about you, AC?
I feel the same way. I mean, I think this game could definitely go over. Personally, though, I'm on the field goal props today, so I'm going to have to take an under just out of, saying my good graces and my salute to the field goals. So, I think there could be due to be over, but I think this one's going to find its way under. But I think there's a few players that are going to be really moving the ball down the field to set up field goals. I just think red zone defense are going to be a little too tough today.
What do you think? So I'm looking at the team totals right now. They have the Steelers at 20.5. They're thinking probably what? 2 touchdowns, 2 field goals at 20 would be my guess. And the Giants is at 14.5. I see Bet365 as a 13.5. Would you lean more of a team total, or do you think that both teams can put numbers on the board? I personally, we'll talk about it right now. I'm on Chris Boswell and the Steelers over 1.5 field goals. I just think he's a fantastic kicker. I think they're going to be winning this game, which I hate taking kickers and losing game scripts because you want them to be able to go for it. And I mean, you look at the leading kickers right now on who has made the most. He's up there. He was up there last year. He's just a fantastic kicker. I mean, you look at Austin Seibert, whatever his name is, on the Commanders. He just kicked like 15 to look like against the Bears. He's now leading the field goal makes. But take him out, it's Chris Boswell, Brandon Aubrey, all those guys. He's at 19 field goals this season, which is a lot. And I think that had to do with Justin Fields not getting there. But Justin Fields couldn't move the ball either. I think with Russell Wilson, I think they moved the ball a lot easier. And, I still think the red zone stuff could be a little tough against this Giants defense. And I think they move the ball, get in range. I think he gets at least 2 to 3 attempts. and we just can't have a miss. I hate losing field goal props on misses. Alex can talk about that a little more too, but are you on both kicker props or just, I'm assuming you're on Boswell?
Just Boswell. I mean, he's averaging the second most field goal attempts per game so far this season. He's hit 19 out of 20 field goals, only missed one all game. He's covered in 5 out of 7. I love this. I mean, we're at 70% of primetime kickers, no matter the team, have at least 2+ field goal attempts. Boswell's been accurate. He's been kicking a lot of field goals. Giants been allowing a lot. They've been allowing 2.5 a game over the last 5 games. I really like Boswell's chances today.
Yeah, I have to agree. I completely have to agree. So let's get out of the kicker props. We talk about them a lot. I'll talk about one prop I'm on today, then you guys can go. I'm on George Pickens, 60+ receiving yards. I did that as I missed the first jump, I'm not going to lie, at like 58. A lot of people got. I got 60+ at -114. I think it's like 61.5 now. But 5 catches on 9 targets for 111 yards versus the Jets defense with a long of 44. We know his big playability. He gets at least 1 or 2 pass interference calls, which honestly kills you, but he gets targeted downfield so much. The target share last week was insane. I think he could break some plays. I do worry about them getting up early, but I think if they get up early, it's because he's kind of having himself a day, and the yards line is fairly low for a wide receiver 1 for me. So I'm on Pickens, 60+ receiving yards. Austin, what's your prop for tonight?
Yeah, just piggyback off Pickens. I love that look. He's got great separation score. And what we saw last week that was promising is everyone was talking about how he might be a diva and he's got some behavior stuff and he doesn't like being there. Obviously, Justin Fields. And right away, Wilson comes in. Didn't seem to have any of those question marks, any of those problems last week. I like going back to him there. I almost played that. But for me, I went Jaylen Warren, 29.5 rushing yards. I feel like it's one of those props where when Warren and Najee have been healthy, they've had close to a 50-50 snap share. Najee, I'm expecting less volume from as they both are healthy. Warren now obviously good to go. And it's a Giants team that anybody and everyone's seen success running against. The Eagles just ran for 175 yards against them. Or Saquon just ran for 175 yards against him. Kenny Gainwell had 51 on his own. So it just seems like one of those spots where if the touches are there, books have him at 7.5 rush attempts. I feel like all he needs is one good run to cover this. So that's where I targeted for Pittsburgh.
Yeah, I agree. I like the contrast of the lighting in your room right now with the dark and the white. You look like half Team Jacob, half Team Edward because there's
the window's right here, man. I'm trying to bet I can't play with. Like, come on.
No, it was good. It made it more interesting. Halloween's coming up. It was good. Like,
thank you.
It fit the vibe. I like that a lot. Alex, I know you said you're going to sweep tonight, so share with the class. What is one of your favorite props tonight? It's not a kicker prop.
It's got to be Tyrone Tracy, over 8.5 receiving yards. I mean, him and Devin Singletary have identical lines, even though Tracy ran 70% of the running back routes last week, and Singletary had 15% of the running back routes. Again, Steelers also run the second highest rate of cover 3. They run it at 50%. Tyrone Tracy actually is tied for the highest target rate on the team per route against cover 3, tied with Malik Neighbors, ahead of Wan'Dale Robinson, yet they have identical lines. I'm cooking up an SGP right now that I think is going to hit with Singletary unders, Tyrone Tracy overs. I don't think the books realize yet that Tracy is the guy in this backfield.
What are your thoughts on Tracy 1.5 receptions as well? Or would you rather go yards?
Say that again.
Would you rather Tracy 1.5 receptions or you like the yards?
Yards. Every running back with at least 2 catches went over this line this year against the Steelers, but Tracy had a game with 1 catch where he still went over. So if every running back with 2 catches has gone over this line, I'd rather just take the yards and 1 reception, knowing that if he gets that second one, most likely he's going to go over.
Yeah, I agree. And with the Steelers pass rush too, it could be if they don't let Daniel Jones run, it's going to be dump off city. And if it's a blowout, you assume he probably takes more of the reps regardless anyway. That's just my personal opinion. So I love that. I may end up adding that to my card. I'm not going to lie. I love my running back receiving props.
They don't have it on DraftKings right now. So like usually when one of the sharper books don't have it, it's usually a good spot.
Yeah, they don't have it on DraftKings or FanDuel, but they have it on everywhere else. MGM, actually no Caesars either, but Hard Rock Bet 365. I think it's a good spot.
Likewise. No, I like that a lot.
Yeah, especially that's a solid look.
Player, Singletary more
You
veteran.
need a running back receiving yards. What are you watching the game for if you're not looking for kickers or any running back receiving yards? That's my motto. Everything else is just
My worst 2 hit rate props. And somehow everyone cashes those.
hey, listen. It takes a man to root for field goal props, I will say, because they're nerve wracking. They're so not only do you have to worry about getting to the right spot, then it's hoping the coach doesn't go for it, and then it's you have to make it.
Yeah, then they have to make it if they do attempt it.
Yeah, but they're so automatic. Besides Koo, they're automatic.
Koo 44-yard right down the middle chip shot.
You know what's sad? I think he would have made the 50-yarder that he would have had to take if they didn't get that first down.
Literally. It was probably too short of a field goal, honestly. He needs a little.
I know.
He likes 50 plus.
He was 92% inside 50. I was like jumping up and down, up just so mad after the game, losing on that.
That was
yeah.
so
I was
criminal.
out to dinner with my wife, and she's like, I was out to lunch. And I was like, can we get a? She was like, can we go out to eat after this and go get some like dessert real quick? And I was like, yeah, if he makes his field goal, we're good. He misshanked it. I was like, we're going home. We're not gonna.
I always be doing that. I'm like, all right, let's see if the night's gonna extend or if it's coming to an end.
Yeah. I thought we had it in the bag too. I was like, he's out there. And then she's like, I don't think it went in. I was like, oh my God. But it is what it is. We're here. Let's give people what they want. There's 3,000 people in here. And we're here for the first touchdown scores. Again, nothing in the past even matters right now. We're not guys that talk about the past. People want to know who the first touchdown scorer is for Monday Night Football. Now, 2 teams. There's not a lot of options here. Okay. I hate the games where there's like, there's 4 different guys it could be. I feel like this game comes down to like 4 guys in general that I could see happening. So I think we're going to hit tonight. But that being said, Alex, the floor is yours. You're back home. I said in the last episode that you were locked in the basement until you got one and you got your head right. So you're back this week. Who do you have for us to score that first touchdown today?
Oh, man, it's absolutely going to be Najee Harris. I mean, I've never seen such a lock for a first touchdown all season. Giants are allowing over 100 rush yards a game to running backs. The Giants' offense has not looked that great recently. I think Najee's going to find his way to the end zone. He's the only running back that will see a touch inside the 10-yard line today. So I don't trust Russell Wilson. I think that Najee Harris is going to be the guy that brings it home, especially with 2 absolutely horrible QBs in this game.
I already know what's going to happen. I have the script, and this was going to happen. I'm going to go next because it's my next turn. Pickens may score the first touchdown. I'm going to put that up. This is Alex's. Najee Harris plus 475. I have George Pickens at plus 825. This is what's going to happen. He's going to get the look. He's either going to catch it for a touchdown or it's going to be pass interference, ball at the 1, and Najee Harris is going to punch it through. So I'm going to put both them in. I don't think anyone else can score, but there is the third person here, so I'll let them have to just spew words out their mouth, even though that's the only situation that's going to happen. But since people are here and they're wondering, Austin, who do you have for the first touchdown scorer?
Yeah, see, I like both your guys' picks. I think both do have a chance of scoring. The only problem is the Giants are going to score first. So, unfortunately, you guys have no chance of cashing there. And we're going to go Tyrone Tracy. Tyron. He's going to score today. I think he catches a screen pass and takes one to the crib, but I also loved what I saw against the Bengals, how he was utilized in the run game. Obviously, Singletary's back and going to be involved, but I just think this guy's a better player, and I've loved what I've seen so far, kind of sticking with the narrative of what AC said in the past game, and I think he has upside to help Jones with stuff like that. Maybe we catch a screen pass. We saw it with Justice Hill in that Ravens game a few weeks ago. So maybe we get that same type of narrative, but I'm going at plus 1,500. Obviously, it's a dart throw, not as safe as the old plus 400 running back, but hey, that's why we're in this position getting to pick last.
Yeah, we have some smart guys in the chat, just rooting for good people, just rooting for fire people, honestly.
I was so mad when that throw was completed by Jaden Daniels yesterday. So mad.
I live bet the Bears at plus 850. I'm with my boy. We're watching the game. I'm like, yo, let's go. And they score a touchdown. I'm watching it. And I just my heart just sank.
My girl started celebrating. She's like, that was the sickest catch I've ever seen. And I'm sitting there like, that was awful. Like that not only kills the Eagles, I had Bears money line. Like that was just awful.
Dude, I got plus 800. I was like, oh, this is. And also, Caleb Williams looked awful that entire game.
Awful.
He looked terrible,
awful, bro. He missed Roma Dunze so many times.
He had four completions in the fourth quarter, up until the fourth quarter.
Yeah, he looked atrocious,
awful,
honestly.
Well, there you guys have it. Thank you guys for tuning in. best of luck on your bets tonight. I guess we have to check out Alex's page after because he just promised a sweep. I'm going to hold him to that. Austin as well. Probably I'll just win our bets today. Simple as that. It's Monday. Let's get after it. Let's pay for our stuff for the week. Have a good one. See you guys next time. Peace.